We previously investigated the most famous human-made disaster in history, namely the Chernobyl incident of 1986, and we will leave a link to that episode in the comments. Having given this topic further consideration, we present arguably the 4 other occurrences that boast terrible consequences and are a further indication of just how dangerous human activity can be. In 2010, a surge of methane gas travelled through the Deepwater Horizon's drill pipe. A blowout preventer was in place designed to prevent this type of accident occurring. But the blowout preventer failed, allowing the gas to reach the platform, where it exploded and led to the rig catching fire before it sank. 11 workers were killed at that very moment. The largest marine oil spill in history. 134 million gallons of oil were released off the coast of Louisiana before being contained almost 3 months later. The spill killed marine wildlife, damaged ecosystems, destroyed Gulf Coast jobs dependent on tourism, and led to negative health effects on residents. A further complicating matter was that the oil dispersant used in the cleanup also caused damage when permeating the food chain. Vermiculite is a naturally occurring mineral with various uses in the building and horticulture industries. Libby, Montana was the epicenter of vermiculite mining, at one point providing 80% of the world's supply. While vermiculite itself is not toxic, the mining deposits around Libby contained massive amounts of ationolite and tremolite, both highly toxic forms of asbestos. Mining operations from the 1920s to 1990 caused asbestos release, which first harmed workers and residents. Adding to the problem was the common use of the mined vermiculite in driveways, playgrounds, and gardens. It is believed that the company that led operations from the early 1960s until the closure knew the danger. Hundreds of people died from mesothelioma, with a much higher incidence among workers when compared to the general public, although non-employees also suffered ill effects. Between 1930 and 1936, several periods of severe drought led to huge dust storms across the middle of the United States. Encompassing approximately 150,000 square miles, the effects were most widely felt in an area from Texas to Nebraska. In addition to drought, contributing factors that led to the Dust Bowl included economic depression, overly aggressive and poor farming techniques, hot temperatures, and high winds. It's estimated that the Dust Bowl killed 7,000 people by causing lung disease. The soil, land, and air quality were critically damaged. Countless livestock died from starvation, thirst, and disease, and millions lost their farms, homes, and livelihoods. Over 2 million people moved out of the Plains states, creating the largest migration in the history of the United States. Between 1932 and 1968, the Chiso chemical factory in Minamata, Japan, released methyl mercury into wastewater. This toxic water tainted the fish that were consumed daily by residents. The contamination caused people to suffer from mercury poisoning, which resulted in neurological damage and later became known as Minamata disease. Symptoms included muscle weakness, loss of coordination, damage to speech, and hearing loss. It's believed that more than 900 deaths were caused by Minamata disease. Almost 2,300 victims were identified as having Minamata disease, with more than 10,000 people receiving compensation from the Chiso Corporation. American photojournalist W. Eugene Smith spent many years in Japan documenting the victims of Minamata, culminating in a book about the disaster.